Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, bringing you another weekly Blu-ray pickups video. As always, got a few here this time. Let's get into this one. First up is Mel Gibson's Apocalypto. I really like this movie. It's like set up in some like its own language, like Mayan. It's meant to be a Mayan thing. Yeah, I think it's fucking brutally violent. Got some really cool action in it. Just think it's really good, basically. That's all I really got to say. I swear, like, this used to be quite hard to find Blu-ray at some point, but I got it for like £2. It's like pretty cheaperoo. So yeah, that's really good. Once again, as I spoke about previously, finally got all the Critters films on Blu-ray. They are Spanish releases, so yeah, you got Critters 2, probably my favourite in the franchise. Saying that, Critters 1 is probably my favourite. Critters 2 is the best sequel. Critters 3, and of course Critters 4. These are Region B Spanish releases that I'm really happy to own. It's cool to have them in the collection. Next up is a film that I fucking loved because it gave us what we wanted in a Mortal Kombat movie. This is a animated Mortal Kombat film that goes straight up with the 18 rating. It's violent, it's brutal, and Scorpion's our main guy. Scorpion is a badass in this film. I fucking loved it. I had to own it, and yeah, so I'm happy to have that. Haven't cracked the cellophane on that yet. Next up is one of the best modern horror films ever made. It's Cabin in the Woods. It's so meta, it's ridiculous. I love it. The twist comes out of nowhere and smacks you in the face. The last 20 minutes is just fucking full on just violence and just incredible storytelling. Love this movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Next up is probably my favourite, like in terms of childhood movies, really. Probably my most nostalgic film ever. The 1990 Ninja Turtles movie. Fucking love this film. The best live action Ninja Turtles film we've ever got ever. You know, the Michael Bay ones are not as bad as people say, I don't think, but this is where it is. This is the fucking measuring stick for the live action Ninja Turtles movies. This original one is just so good. Like, it's still good now. Like, it's never been a bad film ever in my mind, and it's still super entertaining. The turtle suits are still the best looking live action turtles we've got, and I just love it. I love this film so much. It's so memorable. Pizza dude's got 20 seconds. Yeah, so fucking so good. I love that film. Next up is one of the just classic sword and sandals films of all time, Jason and the Argonauts. I love this film. I think it's just one of those high spectacle movies with great effects for the time, and just an awesome adventure film. The stop motion skeletons towards the end of the film are just the highlight of the movie. The children of the Hydra teeth, you know, it's just so good. Kill them all. Oh, such a great film, man. If you've not seen it, it's a much watch, in my opinion. Jason and the Argonauts. Next up is another much watch. It's the original King Kong from 1933. I adore this film. I adore it so much. It is what I consider to be really it kind of birthed the giant monster movie genre, and we've got stuff like Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, and obviously Godzilla as well from Japan. But yeah, King Kong, the progenitor of the giant monster movie. This film, it stands up so well for a film so old now. It stands the test of time and how well acted it is. The stop motion is masterful for the period. Yeah, it's fantastic. I love this film so much. If you have not seen the original, again, comes highly recommended. King Kong, it's fucking awesome. Love that film. Got this one. It's a split second. Not seen this yet. It's a 101. I do like 101 films. They put out some really cool Blu-rays for kind of obscure films. This is kind of like a murder mystery action film, but it's also kind of like a creature feature as well, I've heard. But yeah, it sounds really decent, I think. So I picked it up, got it really cheap. So I thought, yeah, grab it. I'll grab it indeedy doody. Next up is a film called The New Kids. I've not seen. This is the American Region A Blu-ray. It comes from Mill Creek Direct, which were doing these really cool kind of retro slipcases, VHS kind of retro VHS, slipcases, which I really like, slip covers. This is what the case actually looks like in the Blu-ray. Sounds like a really interesting movie. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's about right now, but I remember it being somewhat of a horror-y kind of story. It sounded pretty decent to me, but yeah, I quite liked. I got this quite cheap, and I like the Mill Creek VHS retro kind of slipcover. Pretty cool. Next is a collection I've been wanting to get for a long time, which is the Akira Kurosawa Samurai collection. I've not seen all these yet, but yeah, I've watched Seven Samurai and I've watched Yojimbo. Seven Samurai is an epic 3-hour adventure film that I highly recommend to everyone if you can stomach the difficult entry requirements. It's, you know, Japanese with subtitles. It's 3.5 hours long and it's black and white. If you can get past those, you know, entry requirements, I think you'd have a great time with Seven Samurai. I've also seen Yojimbo. Yojimbo to me is one of my favourite films ever. It's one of the greatest films ever made. Like, I love that film. Toshiro Mifune is one of the greatest actors ever, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm really happy to get this set. I'm looking forward to watching the rest. Throne of Blood, The Hidden Fortress, and Sanjuro. Really looking forward to watching those. But yeah, it's a fucking great set as well. I got it super cheap, which is good. It's always good to get these really nice Blu-ray sets really cheap. But yeah, that's how it is presented. I just love it. I'm so happy to have it, man. I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima on PS4 as well, so it's got me right in the mood for some samurai films. But yeah, you can't beat Akira Kurosawa when it comes to samurai movies. Yeah, Seven Samurai is an epic I recommend. Yojimbo is probably one of the greatest films ever made. That is the end of today's Blu-ray haul. If you like what you see here, hit that like button. It always helps out. If you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. Of course, if you don't like this video and think I'm rubbish, the dislike button has always been there. Hit that if you like. Until next time, guys, I'm Jason, and I am out.